What's up, everybody? I am live on the road. See if anyone filters in here. If not, that's okay. I clearly am a little bored in traffic here, but finally starting to move. And I thought it might be fun, since I am in the car, to talk about some of my favorite scenes involving Michael Myers driving, because there's actually quite a few scenes in the Halloween franchise that Michael Myers is driving around. Pretty crazy for a franchise, a horror franchise, involving a faceless killer in a mask, to have him driving around all the time. So thought it might be fun to kind of talk about some of the scenes where Michael is driving while I'm driving, because what the hell? Let's be a little creative and not do the same old shit of me sitting in my office or studio and, talking that way. So you have to forgive me if I'm kind of half talking, half paying attention to the road so I don't get in an accident. Although that'd be pretty funny live if I got in a damn car accident, especially because it kind of started half raining here, even though the sun's out. But yeah, so I mean, it's interesting. The first time we see Loomis, he's in a car, right? Him and Marion on October 30th, 1978. And then, later that night, we see Myers steal that car. So yeah, a lot of scenes of Myers driving. So since I'm driving in traffic, I thought it might be a little fun, a little bit different to go live in the car. Because, like I said, what the hell? But so here's the thing with Myers, especially in that first movie. We see him driving, like I said, after he steals the car from Marion and Loomis, with the wrench, and then we see kind of Loomis after him the following morning, that Halloween morning, and then obviously we see him at the Myers house. But then where does Laurie see him? At school. She sees him standing right at the station wagon. Okay? And then we fast forward ahead till school being over, and we get the "Hey jerk, speed kills" line from Annie, because Myers is, fucking stalking them in a car. Right? And then later on that night, Myers is in a car following Annie and Laurie from day to dusk while driving in a car. So a lot of good driving scenes with Myers in that OG Halloween. What's up, guys? Blake is here, or no, Ronnie is here. I'm in a car, guys. I'm driving in traffic. I figured I'm driving in traffic. I figured why not go live, talk about some Halloween scenes where Myers is driving. Shirt buttoned all the way down. Yeah, shit. It was a rough day, Ronnie. It was a rough day at the office. So, and hey, Michael, how's it going? You guys will have to forgive me a little bit. I'm driving through traffic. So, like I said at the beginning here, I thought it'd be fun to talk about some Myers driving scenes. And I'll probably get in an accident here, and it'll be gold for you guys to watch after the fact, my reaction as I get in an accident and start swearing. Michael says, be safe. Thank you, Michael. How's it going, guys? But yeah, what are some of your guys' favorites Myers driving scenes? It started raining here now, so I got some little bit of spooky driving atmosphere, although the sun's still out. But yeah, what are some of your guys' favorite Michael driving scenes? Even if you take away the first movie, there's a Myers driving scene in Halloween 5, right? Where he's wearing the other weird mask that Tina gave him. And that's the Cookie Woman's, when he stops at the Cookie Woman gas station. So there's a scene with Myers driving there. There is a scene, hold on. Michael's saying it's about time we get some type of activity in the horror movie community of YouTube. Feels like no, yeah, it's tough. There's not much going on right now besides, like Insidious and stuff. So it's a little bit of a dormant time. So I figured I'd get a little creative and live stream from my car while I'm driving. But yeah, Ronnie makes a good point. the driving the truck in part 4. So that's a good scene, especially when Loomis dives over the barrels. I love that gas station scene in part 4. And then you're right, Ronnie, as well, that H2O he's driving. He drives across the fucking country in H2O, apparently wearing a mask and getting gas and all kinds of shit. So pretty ridiculous to think about, actually. I hate H2O. But is there any Michael driving scenes in the David Gordon Green trilogy? I don't believe so. Right? He kind of walks and makes his way home from Laurie's house. Although, is that realistic? You know, based on Laurie's house being out in the sticks, how did Michael get all the way back to his childhood home? That is the question. Maybe Blake and Ronnie can make a video on that, because you guys are pretty creative guys, coming up with crazy shit, and I love it. So yeah, Ronnie, put that down on your list for you and Blake to talk about. How did Myers get from Laurie's house and Laurie's neighbor's house, when we see him kill those people, all the way back to his childhood home? Obviously, he made a couple stops. He stopped at the park to kill a bunch of people and stalk Lindsay Wallace. I don't think there were any driving scenes with Myers in the David Gordon Green trilogy, but we got part 1, we got part 4, part 5, part 6 he's driving too. Remember, he's chasing J.C. Brandy as Jamie Lloyd at the beginning to the farming equipment and all that shit. So that's 1, 4, 5, 6, and 7. We don't see him driving 8, although he kind of had to, because he went from California back to Illinois, but we don't see it. But yeah, so that's a lot of Halloween movies where Myers is driving. It's pretty interesting, like I said, for a guy with a faceless mask, or not faceless mask, but a mask, you know, kind of a faceless killer, that we see him driving so often. And, you know, someone like me, who always complains that we should not see Myers doing everyday stuff, you know, that a normal guy would do, because that kind of takes away the mystery of the shape. You know, I've said that numerous times. You know, yet I don't complain about him driving. I wonder why that is. I'll have to do some soul searching on that and figure out why I don't mind it. Maybe just because in the original there's so many scenes of him driving, you know, the speed kills and all that shit. Maybe that's it. So maybe I forgive it. I don't know, but it's interesting. Ronnie says you see the car in Resurrection, just not him driving it. Yeah, that's right. You're right, Ronnie. That's true. So yeah. All right, guys. I am gonna get in an accident because traffic's picking up here, and I live in a very populated area. So I'm gonna get going. But I appreciate the few of you that decided to randomly tune in, and there's probably a bunch of other people that, you know, clicked on this, saw me not in my studio talking about nonsense and clicked off. That's okay. I'd probably do the same thing, but I appreciate you guys that did tune in. Ronnie and Michael, thanks for joining the chat so I'm not just rambling to myself. Thanks for watching, everybody, and I'll have some videos out pretty soon here. I got a couple plans. I got to pick back up with Friday the 13th part 4 soon, and I got to finish my Jaws series. So yeah, gonna start getting back into things. Michael, I know you said you know, there hasn't been much in the horror community lately with people posting, and that's true. And I just needed a little bit of a break myself, so it's been kind of sporadic. But I really need to get into it, especially as we're ramping towards October. So thanks for watching, everyone. I will see you next time. If I can figure out how to stop this shit.